anything. All right. So we come now to a song that just makes me feel good. I love this song. Brings back a lot of childhood memories, a lot of nostalgia, you know. I remember when I was a kid, my mother had 5 sisters and 2 brothers, and they all had a bunch of kids. So when we would all gather up at my grandma and granddaddy's house, that'd be a whole herd of people, you know. And we'd gather around this Christmas tree in my granddaddy's living room, and you couldn't hardly see the tree because my granddaddy never bought a Christmas tree in his life. He'd go out in the woods and he'd cut down some scraggly old cedar tree or loblolly pine or something and bring it in the house and put a star on top of it, you know, and Charlie Brown Christmas tree, you know, and just hang over. Those were the best Christmas trees ever. Evergreen trees. Evergreen trees until fairly recently mystified people. Think about it. In the wintertime, when everything else dies and the leaves fall off of them, they stay green. So in ancient times, people had no scientific way of explaining this phenomenon, so they just thought it was a magical tree. There was something magical about it. So they began to revere the evergreen tree. In Northern Europe, they began to worship the evergreen tree. Cut them down, bring them in the house in the wintertime, start hanging decorations on them, you know. That's how it all started. They'd hang nuts on them, whatever they had, shiny things if they had them. And so that has evolved into Christmas tree ornaments with my face on them. Things have gotten horribly out of control. That's hideous. We tried to sell these a few years ago. Couldn't sell them. So I'm just going to give some away. Yeah. Hey, sneak in somebody's house you don't like and hang out on a tree. That's what I do with them. Awesome. Like I went to Blake's house and hung one on his tree. Yeah. Freaked him out. I'm not going to tell you what he snuck in my house and hung on my tree. But it wasn't a ball. Here you go, baby. And you. Oh, I love you. Yeah, here you go, sweetheart. Okay. All right. I need a Christmas ball cannon. It probably wouldn't work. Just be little pieces of glass going all out. I'd probably get sued. Anyway, so that's how the whole Christmas tree thing started. Then somewhere in the late 1800s, they started showing up in this country. Now keep in mind, back in Europe when they first became popular, very seldom did you see a Christmas tree that was over 3 or 4 feet tall. You know, it was just an ornamental thing. A lot of times they would just be sitting on a table, you know, just a little tree. But that's how we Tannenbaum. That's how we do it in this country, right?
How lovely are your
rain and summers go, and do not fade, and winter snow. Oh, Christmas tree, how lovely are your branches. Shine so bright. Oh, Christmas tree, your candles shine so bright. Each bottle holds its tiny light that makes each toy a sparkling light. Oh, Christmas tree, oh, Christmas tree, thy candle shines so bright. Such happiness you bring. Oh, Christmas tree. Such happiness you bring. For every year the Christmas tree fills each house with harmony. Such happiness you bring. Oh, Tannenbaum, how lovely are your branches. Thank you. Everyone that took part in recording The King's Gift brought their A game. They brought the very best they had. And all these musicians tonight did the exact same thing, and I know you can appreciate that. They brought the very best that they had for you tonight. And that brings us to the meaning of the title, The King's Gift, and the song that gave it to us. This is the newest song on this record. This is the baby on the record. This song is only 72 years old.